Hello everyone. Oh gosh, do you see the accident almost? Welcome back to Reptiles and Messy Resin. Yeah, almost knocked it over. So, it's Froggy and it is a Friday and we're doing this crystal mold. Yeah, look at all the crystals in there. So this is just basically like the frog that everyone does. We all have them. I think I have too. But they put crystals on top. So we're going to do this twice today. Twice. I want to see, and as you can see, there's elemental P diamonds all over this because I've already mixed up my resin with the diamond flakes from Elemental P Boutique. We're doing it just plain clear resin the first time around. So guess what? Easy pour. Plain old clear right now. Oh, and I mixed up 6 ounces of resin. Is this going to be enough? I don't see why it wouldn't because I think the other one held 4. So I'm hoping it's going to be enough. I'm going to try to maneuver around these crystals in here with my little silicone tip and try to get any bubbles that may be lodged somewhere in him, in these crystals. But so far I think I've only seen one pop up, so I guess that's a good thing. I hope. Oh no, there's a few little ones. They're in there. They're in there. I don't know why I'm whispering, but they're in there. Yes, come on and pop up. We want all those bubbles to pop up. And like I said, clear with some elemental P diamonds in here for the first time. And the second time, I think we're going to do a little Angelina film in here. And we're going to just pour it up to the crystal. A little bit less than what we have now. Maybe... does his legs have it on there? No, his legs do not have crystals on there. Okay, so it's just... I see bubbles up under his leggies. So it's just his back and top of his head that has the crystals. So yeah. He does have some bubbles around here. But that's okay. Okay, like I said, I had 6 ounces. See how much this takes to fill him. Now you can see if you got bubbles up under there, thank goodness. He's not full yet. We got to get it in his little toesies here. And that way I will know exactly how much this takes before we ever make him again. I wish I'd have kind of stopped and look how much it took to get it to the diamond part for the next pour. But as you can see, I did not. Okay, I may have to work some of that into his toes. I don't want to... where's the dotting tool? I'd rather use a dotting tool. It's not as big. So yeah, I want to make sure it's in his toesies here. So far, we look good. It's in all his toes. 5 in the back, 4 in the front. That's something. They're weird. Well, they're not weird. It's just the way they made them. We got 5 and 5, and they got 4 and 5. Okay. So basically, he took a little bit over 4. Because I've got about, yeah, he took 4.5. Yeah, because I got a half an ounce. No, I got 1.5 ounces left. I'm sorry. So he took 4.5 ounces. 4.5 ounces for him. And he is full. I don't think I can get any more in here. I do want to make sure his toes are filled though. And yeah, I just want to do a crystal clear one. Just so we can see the pretty diamonds everywhere in clear. Just want to get a little bit more in these paws or pads. Okay. Even though the back is a little, yeah. Okay, that's good. So like I said, I got 1.5 ounces left. So yeah. Just clean up a little bit. We're gonna let this cure. And then we'll come back and we're gonna do a pour for the fantasy film and see how crystally it looks with them, all them different colors and stuff. I think it's gonna look gorgeous. I'm trying to see what I want to pour with the rest of this, but yeah. So I don't have enough to pour anything else. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to find something to do with this 1.5 ounces and we'll be back to unmold this and then start a new one. How about that, you guys? See you back soon. Alright, everyone. Let's see how our crystal froggy looks. And then we'll get to pouring our other froggy. I want to see how this one's going to look. Let me make sure I get his little toesies out. Loosen everything up before we pull him out. Oh, he's so cute. They did a good job on the frog. They really did. Look at that sparkle, you guys. And he still has his eyes. I couldn't see them in here. I was wondering if he still had his eyes, but he does. Yeah, there and there. Yep. I could have put some eyes in him. Oh, he looks so cute, just crystallized. Like a little crystal froggy. Oh, that is so pretty. You see the crystal in there, the diamond flakes. Oh, he is so pretty. I did get some chin bubbles right in here that rose and couldn't come out, but honestly, you can't tell with all the crystals on his back. Well, that looks awesome. Alrighty, so we're gonna do another frog. I'm gonna get the, oh no, I don't need to mix up all that resin. How do I want to do this? You know what? Let me get some resin mixed up and figure that out, and I'll be right back. But isn't he beautiful? He's so pretty and crystally. He's a cute little froggy. Yes, he is. So pretty. Got a lot of trimming to do, though. He's a little sharp around the edges there. But yeah, they did a good job at this frog. I love it. And now that I'm glad I see the eyes. Alright, let me get some resin mixed up and we'll be right back. Alrighty, everyone. I made up 3 ounces of resin. And we're just going to put it in here. I wasn't sure. Oh, man. How does stuff get in here already? I guess glitter? Boy, I tell you. Yep. Glitter. Alright, so, oh, I'm already going over. I don't need, let me see how far it is. Well, it's at the crystals up in here, but boy, there's a lot of bubbles in there. You know what? I'm going to just go on and pour a little bit more. It's going to go into his legs a little bit there. But you know what? I am not going to worry about it. I should probably just pour the whole thing in. But I kind of cut it. What I did was, let me show you real quick. Let me move him. We got time. So I took this froggy. And what I did was flip him over and took my little paper. And I put it on here. And then I traced around, and I wanted it to go up in his head. That's why I didn't want to fill it all the way. So it's probably going to be like right into there. So yeah, I kind of wanted it all in his head and all. Because look at how that's going to look. So that's what I did. I traced it out with a marker. Then I took alcohol, put on it, and then I just wiped it off. And flattened it. I sat him on top. So, yeah, I didn't want to go any further. So basically, it's just at his head there. Like, let me show you. It's like right here. So I kind of wanted to get that under there. So, you know what? I think I am going to put this in the vacuum real quick and pop these bubbles up. That's up under his chinny chin chin there. And get that to go. Oh, Lord. Get that to going. So yeah, I should only made up 1 ounce because I still have 2 left. I'm trying to think. Should I add any more? No, I'm not. I'm not going to add any more. Oh, I forgot to shut the valve. I guess it won't get the bubbles out unless you shut the valve, you guys. Now, this is just some Temu stuff that I got. This comes from Temu. And depending on what sides you turn it on is depending on what size color you go get. So yeah. Come on, Mr. Bubbles. Yeah, I'm debating. I think I'm going to just sit it in there while it's still wet and just let it float on top. Watch it sink. Every time I do that, it sinks. Every time. Alright, so the bubbles are coming up. There's a lot of them, of course. Alright, that is good. You just really want the bubbles to pop up out of those crystals. So, no use keep going. Just pop your bubbles up. So yeah, I think I'm going to just float it on here. Now I got a few little bubbles there. We'll try to... Oh man, where did it go? Okay. Oops. I see a bubble right here on his edge. And you got to look down and see them. Yeah. Let me see if I can fish him out. Okay. So even so, some is in his little thighs and stuff. But I wanted to get his whole head covered, and it's literally right there. Oh, should I put a little bit more in? No, because it's just going to sink back into here. Oh, man. The dilemma. Maybe a wee bit more. Let me see where that brings me up under here. Okay, that just brings me to his lips. Literally. Oh, another bubble just attached. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit more in. So I guess we are using all 3. Okay. Yeah, I think, okay. So I got about a ½ ounce left. Okay, that's it. So I used 2.5 ounces. And I know it's running into here and stuff, but I'm gonna just go with it. I'm gonna just go with it, and I'm gonna go on and just put this in here. I'm telling you, watch it sink. I'm telling you. It's gonna sink. I don't even know why I bother. Oh, maybe it won't sink. How are we at the head there? And the bottom. Yeah, we're good. Huh. I don't think it sunk. If it did, it didn't sink that much because there's not a lot of sinking. It can really do. Okay, there we go. Oops. I'm trying to heat up the resin a little bit so it'll go on and start to thicken up. And then maybe it won't sink as bad. So you can heat up your resin with your heat gun and get it to, I don't know if I want it on that side or that side now. It will go either way. I'm sitting here playing with this thing. Okay, it's not sinking. Let me leave this thing alone, you guys. All right, I'm gonna let this cure. Now, the next step is I'm gonna come back with just a little bit of black UV resin and just get on this part. And I think I'm gonna fill the rest up with clear and just see how that works. So yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Just want to do, instead of just filling it almost all the way up, usually that's the way we'll do it. Fill it almost all the way up and leave about 1/8 of an inch and then put this on here. But then you kind of have a clear head. I want to just try it like this. And like I said, I'm going to use a little bit of Let's Resin UV, black UV resin. And we're going to try to do it like that. So yeah, all right, we're gonna let this cure. I'm gonna give him a little spritz. We're gonna let this cure and we'll be back. Alrighty, everyone. This is cured enough to wear, and I don't know if y'all can see how far it goes back in there. So yeah, I'm gonna get another UV light out too, and I have this one, but I'm gonna try to kind of maneuver this around here. And I don't want to tilt it because it's gonna go thing, but yeah, I'm trying to get this cured on here now. In this part, I think I got some around the edge, which I did not want to do. Man. So yeah, so see how it went up to the edge? I really did not want that, but it is what it is now. Okay, don't want that to cure up there, so ooh, it keeps going to the side. You're gonna see a black line in here, and that's one thing I did not want to see, was that black line around the edge. I really did not want to see that, but apparently we're going to. Okay, get this light out and we're gonna just cure this. And I'm gonna turn it on 5 minutes, and that's all I want. So I got a little line around their head, and this is the black UV resin from Let's Resin. Very good product. I'm gonna let this cure. Doesn't matter if it crinkles or wrinkles. We ain't gonna worry about a thing. Let that cure real good. I'm gonna kind of turn it on its side there too, so it can still go up into that head. And I'm gonna do this for 5 minutes. I'm gonna mix up some, probably about 2 ounces of resin should fill this up. If anything, maybe 2.5. I know I don't need 3 because I just put 3 in there. I think I'll just mix up 2 ounces. And I don't know if I want to put something in it or not. You know what? I think I might. Let me figure out what I want to do here. I don't know if I want to add some glitter or just clear or mica powder. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. It's a good question, because this right in here is going to be clear, so maybe we should just stick with the clear. Yeah, maybe we should. Alright, we'll stick with clear. I'm going to make up 2 ounces of clear and be right back. Alrighty, you guys. The black is cured. I have 2 ounces mixed up with the Elemental P Diamonds. But I was thinking, as I usually do, you know what? I cut out another one. And what if we put this one in here, just on top of this, and stick him in here? I was just wondering. So what I think I'm going to do is try that. And that'll block that black from the back there. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get some of this in here. I'm hoping that's enough. I only made up 2 ounces. And I figured maybe we'll slip this in here. And I even cut out a little bit for his little thighs here. I figured maybe we would just try it. Not sure how this is going to go. But hey, what's the harm in trying, right? Right. And see, now that takes away from our black. We do have some bubbles coming up here. And that way at least we might get a little color in there from the bottom. Instead of just turn him over and, oh, he's, you know, weird looking. So hopefully we don't get any bubbles, because I keep getting some chin bubbles down in here for some reason. And just try to blow some of these bubbles out. Okay. Now I was wondering if I should put anything else in here. I don't know. I mean, we can always cut some out. I've got plenty. Let me flatten this down a little bit. With the heat gun, that's what I've been doing. Just flatten it down a little bit with this heat gun here. And maybe cut a little bit off and put a little bit in his legs, I guess. I don't know. No. Maybe just a wee bit. No, that's not going to work. Here's my tweezers. I think that's too big. Yeah, it's too big. I'll just throw him right there. Yes, I think I'm going to just try to put a little bit in here. In his top. No black. The black will be in the middle here. Put you right in there. Just a little bit of color in here. And I'm going to try to get some in his little front arms as well here. Or at least try to. Now I'm not trying to go into the toes and all that. Yeah, I figured we'd see how a double whammy looks here. I don't know, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. What's the harm in looking? No harm at all. I'm gonna cut 2 more pieces and see if I can get them on these sides here. Just right in his little armpits. Now I'm not putting black over this. We're just gonna leave that the way it is. I feel like I need a little piece right in here, so I'll just get this one. Put like right in there. Might even need one right in here. Okay, that should be good. Now I will go ahead and fill this up and we'll let it cure. Hopefully 2 ounces is enough. I gotta get it in his little footsies in here, his little toesies. Oh yeah, it will be enough. Yay. I know if I made 3, it would have been way too much. Way too much. I didn't want to have all that extra again. Try not to have too much cleanup on his toes. This toe needs some help. He needs a little bit more in here. There we go. And then we're going to let this cure. And we're going to see how this turns out. Hopefully nice. Okay. Got a dab left. A dab left. Are you moving on me? Yes. Okay, don't move no more. Alright, so we're going to just let this cure. And come back. I'm going to put this little piece right in his little area right there. And so is this one going to go in here. Alrighty, so when we come back, we'll see what we have. See how no black, but that's behind the back, and there's a big difference. Yeah. And I just traced it out again with the froggy. So we're gonna just see how this turns out now, and we will come back. See you back soon. Alrighty, everyone. He is cured. His toes are still a little soft, but I'm going for it. Let's hope we don't lose a toe. They're still, as you can see, a little soft. We're gonna lose a toe. And you know, the little toes take a minute to cure, so please no missing feet. I'm just sitting back on the heat mat. Alright, well, that's the underside. Ooh. See, we did get a little black through there, but look at him. Isn't he pretty? Yes, he is. And that's that one. They are both super shiny. Super duper shiny. They are so pretty. He's got some greens and golds going through there. Then this one's just got diamonds. Yes. And then on the other side, you see that? Not bad though. I need to clean up around his toes a little bit. See, these are cured. These just need to finish curing now. Yeah, he turned out really pretty and sparkly. Ooh. Hey, how you doing? Yep, turned out good. I like him. I love this froggy. Yeah. way. Let me know how you like them, guys, or how would you prefer them. I like them both ways, so it wouldn't matter to me. They're both beautiful. Yeah, they are both beautiful in their own way. They shine like little diamonds. And you can see that crystal throughout, all the way through the bottom on this one. Now, I didn't put any crystal on this one except for that last 2 ounces. The diamond flakes, that was the only one. And you can see it a little bit in his legs and stuff. Feet. So, yeah. Alrighty, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this Froggy Friday with our 2 different frogs, but yet the same. And I will see y'all tomorrow for another Into Resin mold. See you later, guys. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.